Hey friends, how are you? It's Mr. Stanley. What's up? We are about to embark on a new workplace game, and I'd like you to pause the video for a second and take a look at the name of our game, 1G Target 100. Does that sound familiar to you? You're right. It is real close to Target 20. So I'd like you to pause the video, maybe take a look at the directions, and maybe take some guesses on how you might play this game. All right, so as you can see, we're going to start off with 4 cards, and we're going to make two-digit numbers to get to as close to 100 as possible. So that means a score of a 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Those are really good scores because they're only just a few numbers away from 100. Same on the other side. A 101, 102, 103, 104. Those are also really good scores to get because they're really close to 100. So what we're going to do is we are going to reset my game here. I'm going to pick some new cards and I'm going to play. As you can see, this is where you'll write down your scores. So the object is to pick 4 cards and then make two-digit equations, two-digit numbers to add together to find the sum. Get that closest to 100 and that becomes your score, how far you are away from that 100. And what's unique about this scoring sheet too is that you need to make sure that you keep track of your players' addition and their work because they might either go over too much or they might have the wrong score written down. So it's really good to keep track. And then obviously the winner of the game is the lowest total closest to 100. So I'm going to pick 4 cards. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's flip them over and see what I got. Okay, so I'm going to make these cards into two-digit numbers. And I'm just going to stack them just like this. I can make it 6453. I can make it 4653. I can make it 3654. I can make it any way I want. So what I want to do is I want to think, okay, here's my 50 plus 30, that's 80, and then 10 more, that's 90. That's a pretty good score. Let's see, I could rearrange it here and see if I can get a better one. So here's 6 tens and 5 tens. That's 100, or 11 tens, or 110 plus 7. That's 117. That's way too many. I went way over. So I kind of like that original one that I had, which was here. That's my 90. I could go 36 plus 45. That's not going to work either because this is 70. That's 81. So 11 plus 70 is 81. That's not going to work for me. So I do like that first one that I had. And I'm going to use that because I think that's pretty close to 100. It's not too bad. It's not an awful score, but it's not the best score. I'd like to get closer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 36 plus 54 and my 90 is my total. So 90 is 10 away from 100 and that's going to give me my score, which is 10. And I'm going to continue on with each round, obviously, until I get my total score and put it at the bottom. So that's how the game works. It continues to go back and forth. I always like to see if my partner can say, I ask my partner, hey, can I try to get a better score? So it's okay to ask your partner for some assistance and say, oh, can I, do you have a different idea than I do? Can I rearrange these so that I'm gonna get some more? So, if I look at this one, that's gonna be 90 plus 9. Oh, look at that. Oh, Mr. Stanley, you actually could have got a better score. Look at that. My brain just grew. So I could do a 90 plus 9. That's going to give me 99. So that's actually a better score. 65 plus 34. Look at that. So if you play around with the cards enough per round, you'll actually eventually see that you can get really close to 100 with your cards. So that's how to play. It continues until each player finishes their 5 rounds. And be sure to wait for your player. I saw in my workplaces the other day where some students were blowing through all 5 rounds and the other student was still on round 1. You want to work with your partner at the same pace, help them out, give them some encouragement, give them some ideas. all with both of you trying to get as close to 100 per round as possible. So enjoy this new, but very similar to Target 20, Target 100, which is 1G. Enjoy the game, and we will talk to you next time.